Okay, so as promised, here is my garden. This is our driveway. I'll show you where we are. Little landscaping project. There's a house, getting ready to go camping. Bike's getting loaded. So, it's a little dwarf hydrangea. It's pink and it's smooth and it's really pretty. And of course the full-size regular standard classic hydrangea getting ready to bloom. So this ground cover, I had to tear up most of it to get rid of the stupid insidious little weeds that were growing, but this is what's left or what's grown back in. Got snapdragons that volunteer. Sweet William, little potentilla that I have, bigger one, and this is a volunteer from it. Lycia, Dianthus, Gaillardia, Echinacea, not yet bloomed. More Sweet William. Rosa Sharon, it's a blue one. Japonica, Pyrus japonica, everybody around here grows this stuff. It really is pretty in the spring when it blooms peach and pink. Lycia. All of this was covered with ground cover until this week. I had to tear this section out this week to get rid of the stupid weeds. See the ground cover getting ready to bloom. The deer will eat it, but I take Irish Spring soap and shred it with a cheese grater, spread it around, and they don't eat the ground cover anymore. It's really cool. I have 3 kinds of potentillas. That's a bloody crane's bill of all things, but it's just spread all over the whole yard. It's really pretty. That is a Coreopsis, the red one. Scabiosa, getting ready to bloom. There's Herbert, right there. That's a volunteer rock rose, it's called on the identifier. I did not plant it, but it's blooming. Some Dianthus. This is called Tanacetum. It only blooms once and then it'll be done and ugly, but it bloomed this week. This is the ground cover. I had the whole island was full of it. Oops, shadow. Until I had to dig a bunch of it out. This whole front end was full of that. And so from a distance, it looked amazing. If I can back up, I show you. It was just a sea of color. Now it's a tiny sea of color. Oh well. More Gaillardia. Some Echinacea. More Scabiosa. There's an upright fuchsia back there. All this ground cover didn't get infested with weeds, so it's still staying. Carnation that got eaten and is now growing back. No turtle. Here's the big potentilla. This thing, I have to whack the crap out of it or otherwise it would be 8 feet tall. And it has spread everywhere, just like that stuff. Here's the original bloody crane's bill, and it's spread all around the whole island. But this one it's just huge. You can't really see. It's just starting to bloom, but it's just gorgeous. And the deer don't eat it. I never heard of it before, but I really love it. More ground cover. There was a rhodie there. I took it out this spring because it was really getting crowded. See how the deer eat that hydrangea. Bastards. More of the Dianthus, Campanula. There's a new dahlia there by that stake. Some rock rose, or no, sun rose. They're not blooming yet. Oh, there is a bloom. One bloom on the sun rose. Yay! Some forget-me-nots that are volunteers from the neighbor's yard. I'm not keeping up with them, pulling them out. I don't want them there, but anyway. Over here we have a circle of echinacea and a rose that I had to get crazy to keep the deer from eating. I put that bird netting around it, and now it's blooming and growing. They were eating it no matter what I did. Echinacea just getting ready to bloom. Over there is a tiny little wisteria. I've been keeping it small. If you see how big the trunk is, it's very thick. It's a few years old, but I've been keeping it whacked. I think I'll let it grow this year. Cute. That's it. That's my yard. I've got dolphins up here that are not grown in yet. You can see that they're dolphins, maybe not. See, the little snout's not grown in yet. Yeah, another one over there. Not as far along. That one isn't. That's my yard. I have some more stuff in the back and the side, but not worth much mentioning. So that's it.